We do a survey after people in the tell we say, oh, some man not get computer, some man not get light society, some man not get internet or internet connectivity expensive. So now we decide, say, let we build a physical space, what we call digital learning hubs, where governments don't build together with UNICEF. Now we don't build four. One day IPAM, one day FBC, one day EBK UST, and one day Kenema. Where na space where you to go, computer day, lights day, internet day for free. You can able access any training where you want to access. Then we don't build the one day now. We say, okay, what about the fabricators? What about the builders then? Even though the hubs then get 3D printing machine, but not a 3D printer, no more you need for fabricate. How we can create this space where anybody can go and get access to all the resources there. We not go able to build a digital learning hub that every city in a salon. Even though governments don't get another partnership where they try for build one in every district, we're not able for at this point provide 24-hour lights all over the country. We're not able to provide cheap and redundant internet all over the country. But with the limited resource we governments get, how we go channel all length in there, now one spot, go cocoon and say, everything where you need as a founder, as a young entrepreneur, a dinner, we can able to divert their resources and they. I mean, governments already commits the support in the land, direct fiber line in at the space. So we did try for curate as many resources with the limited financial backing we'll get, but make sure say as a young entrepreneur, as a young founder, anything we need for growing business, a day particular spot.
Wow, wonderful. So, in a nutshell, because of how government sees it, I mean, there might be duplication of resources and also the constraints then with lights, electricity. I mean, so one space.
One space, yes.
And so waiting we they expect for, okay, so for example, you mentioned say you they take from an idea to commercialization. So that means say we they expect an ecosystem because for that day things like for register your business, for get your TIN number with NRA. Not anything and we supposed to expect from the tech city.
Yes, that's the
that's one and practical.
Yes, that's a division. So the components of the city could be what we call an accelerator. Because we know say one of the very necessary things we all learn startups they need access to finance. So we know say founders and they through the years we can win them $1,000, $2,000 per competition. But how far can that take you as a founder? So the government established an accelerator we could provide meaningful financing for startups then. Another component could be business development support. So then young founders and they, plenty of them, then get the idea, they don't go as fast for get one prototype, but the business side of it, they know the technology side of it, but the commercial side of it, they're not savvy. So you need a space where you could teach them, say, oh, you need for register your business, you need for get an account, you need for do bookkeeping, you need for promote your business, how you they advertise, all that in and on the business side, we will get a component of the city when identifying and they provide. Then we get the government support side. Anything we get for do with government, we go start up with a one-stop shop. So for register your business, we open accounts, for pay your tax, you will get a space where you're able to do them. So within that, you will get a space in there. We will create an ecosystem around you, the founder. Then the other sides could be now research and development, can be the fabrication labs, the education side of it. So it's going to be a whole, as we identify, a whole ecosystem built around supporting a founder, a young entrepreneur.
So that's very exciting for a person like me, where actually they incubate startups, because I think for a while, one of the thing the way we don't struggle with is how to actually get we startups them for register quite quickly and then open bank accounts. I think for right now, I mean, it takes months to do, and it takes a lot of capital, a lot of money for do. It discourage young entrepreneurs them for actually then go into formalization of them business. But
Whereas you also need that formalization there for tap into
to
more
more
financing.
resources, yes.
You need that pipeline there where it could be a national pipeline for say if this and this and this institution, na ESO, na incubator, where you don't take in these many people, you don't incubate this many people, where you don't done, which side they go, because more often than not nowadays, what's in the happen, you get one founder go through one ESO, way done, you go back, go do this similar training back to another ESO. There's no actual pipeline for support throughout the whole founder lifetime.
Okay, so that means you don't identify the problems, the preferred solutions. How soon should we expect Fele for be, and I mean the space. We just get some wonderful architects, engineers, present their work in terms of something that they're hoping would be, then they hope say, okay, this can come alive now the tech city. How soon we for begin expect then kind developments then in terms of like the physical space?
Physical infrastructure takes time and resources, as we don't say the whole space is 130 acres. So develop that, you need a lot of money. So we just do them in phases then, and we just start. We don't actually start the development of the infrastructure right away. We start with essential items then, where you need within any city or tech park. Where the fiber infrastructure in the city, we just start. We don't do turning of the sort, so we just start construction on the school and the hospital soon before the end of the year. Then we look at sourcing funding for the fabrication lab. So we don't start, and we therefore do in stages, not to like projects where gets the money sit down, we say we do all right away, and now with the sourcing funding for the development. But short answer to your question is we don't start, and we do in phases.
Okay. So going back to the theme, which is designing sustainable futures. Obviously, feeling very futuristic. And how you, from your perspective, think say design don't shape the way how una actually bring the city to life?
Well, actually, not the other way, if I can say so. We don't build all of these considerations from the design stage. First of all, the city, not to just we come up with the idea. This is actually something that's a government initiative. We mean say we don't care and go cabinet to say president, they all the minister them. We mandate for set up this tech city specifically for blockchain and AI.
Okay.
So the focus, it's a technology city, but the focus of blockchain and AI. You cannot plan around building a blockchain and AI focused city and not think about the futuristic design and planning. So it's built into the concept itself.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I think my next question, which could be penultimate question, could be around. I think I don't see somewhere about a special economic zone. And I know about other, like, cities like this across Africa, Itono, and Alao, or those ones. And Fele is very new to this this Mano River Union region. So how, two things. The first thing is, would Fele also embody the idea of a special economic zone, one? And then two, how then they go be of benefits to not just Sierra Leone, but also getting people or positioning Sierra Leone as the regional hub that una want and for.
Philly is a special economic zone, so under our mandate, it's specifically tagged a special economic zone. We may say anybody who do business with Philly, we set up as a tenant the Tech City, you get the special economic zone benefits in there. So the difference between beyond jurisdiction and the Nigerian jurisdiction is, which is actually better, is Alao City na special economic zone. Itana na a technology digital economic zone inside Alao. So Itana na tenant inside Alao, whereas really the whole city is a tech special economic zone.
Okay. And then I think the final question was how Fele.
The positioning for Mano River Union.
Yeah. Sierra Leone as a whole.
Yes. With the work on Naimeko, the position we serve not just for Sierra Leone, we need it sky for just attract Sierra Leonean talents and maintenance them, because we know for let we compete globally, we need to get the best across the Mano River Union. So it's going to be an open invite to any founder across the Mano River Union for be a part of Tech City. That means we get for the recognize special economic zone benefits across the Mano River Union. So if a company, the Guinea gets a special economic zone, you can expand into Salon, and still enjoy the benefits of a special economic zone inside the Tech City. And then we own tenants themselves can get the same benefits that we did. So in that way, we go a full pipeline across the Mano River Union, where we exchange talents, we exchange resources, and then compete as a block, because so market small. The way we compete for attract more talents, more resources. So we position ourselves not just for the Sierra Leone market, but we even from day one encourage we founders and maintenance them for within the build. They're not built for the Sierra Leone markets only, they're built for the global markets, but then the Mano River Union can be the quickest expansion points.
Wonderful. I think just one word from you with regards to last year, Design Week Freetown. You were part of it this year. We did look at just one word. From your perspective, what do you think the future of it looks like?
One word. Positive.
Okay.
Positive, one word, because for even come up with the idea Design Week, the way you don't come up with the idea for execute the idea, then are two different things. Where it executes, the fact that all them people are there, that means there's a growing population of young people who actually buy the idea of how can we design our environment that would better support us in the future. So it just gives you that that hope that things will get better. They are getting better, and now we decide how we shape what that better looks like.
Thank you so much. I'll hand the audience back to Sadia as they announce the results for the pitch competition. But a round of applause for Mr. Manley, please.
you. Thank you, Mr. Manning. So thank you very much, Mr. Mali and Joe, for throwing light on Felix Tech City and what we're about. Now, seeing Don come back, I look at everybody though actually. The contestants all they look me. Is it going to be? Well, I remember I want to know if the audience really relates with the competitors. I want to show me one part of the team their name. Just one. Just one of the teams. Just say the name. Just the name. Oh. Okay, here we have somebody. Can you please come forward? I think. Yeah. This person they can't get a prize because this audience, you also have prize there for that person. We're gonna tell you the teams the name. Yeah, so. Just one of the teams, the name of one of the teams. Okay.
Living Room of Salon.
Do you know all three the teams?
Poco Collective, Smart District.
Okay, so give it up for Smart District. Round of applause, Smart District. Can you please come up? We're not done. Now you get to tell me their name there. So you come up as you hear your name. And which one are the other one again?
If I'm correct, this is Smart District.
District, yeah.
And then the
What's
lady
the other
over
two?
there, Rose.
Huh?
And the lady over there. And the tall boy.
No,
and
I am
the other one
asking
with the
for
glasses.
their names. I'm
Yeah,
asking for the
Poco
names.
Collective. You want me to call
Okay,
them out
yes.
as they come in?
So give it up for Poco Collective. Thank you. Thank you. And the last team is
The Living Room of Salon.
the Living Room of Salon. Round of applause for the Living Room of Salon. Okay, so back to Una, the audience. Una, give me one of the names back. Now don't forget. Wow, tough crowd. Okay, so I'll hand you over to the judges. Thank you very much for your participation. And may the best team win. Thank you.
Hi again. The three, right? Oh. There's three groups, right? Okay. We appreciate each and every one of you for being here today. Honestly, it's with great pleasure to see young people taking part in things like this. And the drive, the ambition, all of it. I know it takes a lot of time to come together and give us what you've given us today. There are a couple of things or a couple of comments we'd want to address based on your designs and what you've shown to us. We'll start with the living room. We like your concept. We like what you're heading. The living room, yeah. We like your concept. We like what you were heading towards and your design phase. We like that you head towards the whole sustainable design, bringing that. I think one thing is Heritage was giving to you all as part of your concept, right? And we like that you had to bring up your own concept in collaboration with the whole thing. And we appreciate your design. There are a couple of things you could work on and that could make it better, definitely. And it's fine. I think with the time, we'll adjust them later. And the Coco collection, what's the group name? Coco collection. We like what you did. We like the fact that we had to experience the functionality of it, not only the aesthetic part of it, but we had a detailed explanation of the functionality of the space. we get to experience the space and through it all. There is a little bit of downside. Well, let's talk about the cons first. We like that you adapted your additional concept to what is already given to you. The bridge area, you had to show us where you put your concept in parts of it, right? And then the arrangement and placement of your buildings. The cons, or something you could work on or do better, is wherein what are the structural elements that are going to really sustain the bridge? I mean, yes, it's easy for us to have an arc design, right? But we have to think of how we're going to make it sustainable. And definitely what's the last one? Valley Heritage. We like your whole drive towards the clay aspect of things, using our natural resources, sustainability of it, right? Heading towards that aspect. And what we would have really appreciated, like I commented earlier, is basically seeing that being done in a design firm, right? And we really appreciate all of you and your efforts. So based on what we've graded and how we've gone into what we've said, so we'll definitely start with calling the runner-up and then the winner of the actual competition. So for the runner-up, we would give it to the living room. It's a great design. It's a really great design. It has potential. You can actually work on that, and it could be something different. It could be something that can be done like with practicality, right? And more time given to you. That would have been it. And now we're gonna call the winner. So the winner of this, the winner of this contest would be the Poco Collection.
Round of applause for Poco Collection. Okay. So,
Kudos to all of you.
I think they would have a thing or two to say. So thank you to each and everyone who participated. I hope they will take the feedbacks in good light and work more on what we are supposed to. So now, do you have anything to say to us? All right, thank you.
Hello. Thank you all very much for your cooperation, listening to us, to the Philly City for bringing something so innovative as this. In other cities, whenever they are designing their spaces, it is youth like us and designers and creatives that are called to such competition. I know this has not been happening over the years, but seeing this as the first, it's a very good thing in the right direction. And for the critiques from the judges, I really appreciate them, because we are going to use this to grow as creatives, and knowing that designs need to be built and focusing more on the structures. So thank you to Philly, and thank you to the team of Design Week for making this possible. Thank you.
Okay. We also have Mr. David Mali. He wants to say something, a thing or two. Yeah.
Yes, thank you guys. It's been amazing looking at all the submissions that you have done. So let's give them a round of applause as they take their seats. I think that applause was not loud enough. If you had seen the submissions, they vary vastly. We get people and wait and see for send the actual design, because we say visuals, and then say them picture and then they put the upload. We get people then wait and write. So you get the vast depth of the work that was submitted. So thank you again, and it's been amazing just seeing how much thought you guys put into this. It makes even ourselves feel validated to say not to all them we dey sit on one inside we young bubble the number and design something, but also two, we not just grab no more and go take. I would say for calculate if we don't pass June 30, let you not say in another South Africa. We not just grab go to its man and say can design this, so we actually say the people them we get for utilize this space, they then contribute to the design. So I thank you. And as a measure of the thank you that we have from Philly, I go like for call the team we can second. We get small thing for now. So second man when send a representative. So Boko just 3,000 no more. Congratulations. Thank you very much. And the winner, send representative, please. The winner no wants the money, na 5,000. Oh. Congratulations. You not only made yourself and your teammates proud, you make young Sierra Leoneans proud as well, because it shows say the talent within a salon. So congratulations to you and the team. All right. Thank you very much, and thank all of you who participated.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mali. So now we're coming to the end of today's session, and I want to say a very big thank you to our judges. Thank you to Una always participate. Thank you to the participants in the competition. Thank you to everybody. And now I'll call on Mr. Joe Ila, who is the curator of Design Week Freetown, to just give us closing remark, and then everybody can go out and network. Okay, Mr. Ila, closing remarks, please. Thank you. Okay, we have something else.
Hello, sir. So before that, we'll just get some pictures in with our judges, obviously, and Mr. Manley from Philly. So please, judges. Participants, you're next, so don't leave.
I just. So I think the participant can now join in with, no, you need to have one with the participant. You cannot join in. So now, Joe, closing. Have anything to say?
Thank you, Sadia. So this will be 2 minutes, less than actually. First of all, thank all of you for coming out today. It is wonderful to have each and every single one of you be part of Design Week 2026. this is it's something that started out from a simple idea, but seeing something like the pitch competition happen and potentially going to see those designs live in a tech city, that's amazing. I mean, it's such a good thing to see things like that happen from just an idea. Another thing that I want to say is we close tomorrow, so day 4 is tomorrow. But I want to already give a quick shout out, tap on the back to the team. They've been quite wonderful, and definitely want to thank Felicity for their support and for their help with putting this together. We get a slogan, which is Unboxing Freetown. So we'll end with that. When I say Design Week 2026 or Design Week Freetown 2026, you as the audience, very lovely audience, would say Unboxing Freetown. So we can try them first before we do our. Yeah? So Design Week Freetown 2026. We're warm. We're getting warm. That was cold, but we come up with some energy. One more time. Design Week Freetown 2026. No, that is very warm. I like that. So one last time. And it's after 2026. Yeah. So Design Week Freetown 2026. Thank you very much, and hope to see you tomorrow being the last day. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
My tam-tam, ooh, yeah. You're my medicine when my mind runs wild. The antidote to every storm inside.